Welcome everybody. It's episode. All right, so quick. This is officially episode 61. I made the mistake of what's the term, mislabeling the episodes. I skipped one, so we were kind of ahead in terms of like what episode we were doing. But now we're back to normal. So this episode officially episode 61. So we're good. We're set. Today it's kind of a laid back, chilling episode. It's just Bruce and I and this hosting it. Edward said he hates us. He said we're not good enough for him. Our intern also said that as well. They hate us. And yeah, it is what it is. It's life, it's business, and you gotta take the punches. And like Rocky said, what happened?
I said we gotta push through it.
Yeah, you gotta push through it.
Sometimes you gotta, you gotta leave people behind, dude.
Yeah, you gotta, and like Rocky said, it's not about how hard you can get hit. It's about no wait.
Isn't it how many times you get punched is how many times you get back up?
Yeah, but he says it in a certain way. Like I want to say, it's not about. I forgot how he said it. But he says, it's not about how many times you get hit. It's about how hard. Oh no, it's not about how hard you hit. It's about how many times you get hit and still get back up and keep punching. Something like that. But he says it in the very, I think, underrated Rocky Balboa film. If I'm correct, it's the 6th one in the series.
It's when he talks to the sun, right?
Yeah, it's when it's
Yeah.
I think that movie's so underrated. Okay, I saw it at first, I was like, it's okay. But I look at it and I was like, obviously, like, it's dramatized. An 80-year-old Rocky is not going to beat this heavyweight champion. Like,
yeah.
It's not going to happen. Or maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Who am I? I could be wrong, right? But, we're here making Rocky references. But I recommend that movie. Check it out. If you haven't seen Creed or Creed 2, watch it. Also classic films, I think, part of the series.
So that being said, Lewis, how you been, bro? How you doing?
Well, like Rocky said, bro, it's not all sunshines and rainbows, it's no, but I'm doing good, man. It's been a while since I last saw you. Last episode was great. And for those of you fun, behind the scenes insight, that episode overall, I think, okay, so what we do is we kind of just shoot with our guests, or if it's just us, we kind of shoot, and I kind of take the best. Mainly from our guests, right? We don't want to interrupt and cut them off. We kind of just interact as much as we can, and whenever it stops, and we kind of take the best hour or so from it, and we give that to you guys. But last week it was about 2 hours?
Yeah,
just about 2 hours with our old teacher, Mr. Nunez. Yeah, it was a good one.
Good storyteller.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like it's funny because, this could, maybe this could be behind the scenes, Castillo's episode. But another cool thing is that the thing, at least for me, I guess I'll speak for myself, is that when we have guests on, obviously it's part of our job, in the sense we have to be someone like an interviewer. I mean,
yeah,
you got to interview our guests, ask them what's going on, if they want to plug anything, blah blah blah. But it definitely helps when the guest takes, I guess, if you want to say control, or can just kind of can be on it and just kind of talk, isn't afraid to talk, isn't afraid to open their mind up for us and for the audience. And that itself definitely helps us because, for example, whether it's Mr. Nunez or a couple of other guests that we've had like questions ready for, we've had guests where, like we'll have 5 questions and they'll answer within one answer. Or they'll answer all the questions in one response. There you go. So if you want to be a guest, make sure you talk.
Make sure you prepare yourself.
Yeah, make sure you prepare yourself because we're prepared. More so than we were in the beginning. We're definitely prepared now. We're approaching it from a different side. And, and I think, and I'm glad, like I know Bruce, you like my response, but for the question that Mr. Cortez asked us, right? What is Couch Potatoes about?
Yeah.
I think really at the end all be is obviously going to be a doorway for other things to happen, but at the precipice of it, if I'm using that word correctly, at the center of it is I've always wanted to use
a bunch of big words.
Yeah, a bunch of big words. Yeah, I've heard that word before, but I've always wanted to use it, but I've never found the right moment to use it.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't use it correctly, I apologize. I should have searched it up. Because I don't even know how to spell it, to be honest. But at the heart of it all, I guess the heart of it all, this podcast is about storytelling, sharing stories, right? And maybe it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. It could be something from their daily lives, something, we do on a trip, whatever it is, right? It's about telling stories so that for the next generation, because there's this idea of like, oh, you pass our heritage or our culture through stories, right? Through word of mouth. But now we have digital records. We can share these stories and have these stories, maybe not just for the next generation, but for ourselves as well, right?
Even
It's
just
like
our peers, bro.
yeah, for our
Yeah.
peers as well.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shoot, like I remember I was on that podcast 5 years ago, and the episode's still up. That's crazy. Um, Now I gotta sue these guys because they made me look bad. Hopefully it doesn't happen. but yeah, that's some behind the scenes trivia stuff. If we ever do something like that. But yeah, overall, man, to answer your question, I've been good, bro.
Good?
I've been good. Yeah, it's been a odd couple of months, but overall it's been good. I don't know if you could tell, I've been working out or whatever, I'm not, but yeah, you didn't know already. But no, I think for sure the podcast, pushing myself to work out more, because what I do is because the thing when I approach something, I like to go just full blast.
Yeah.
But I'm starting to realize that's not me really, or I think it is me, but it doesn't work out. Yeah. So like working out, right? I'm not saying I work out like 2 hours a day every day, right? Maybe I'll do an hour and a half. I'll do stuff that I like, whether it's like boxing cardio, maybe running around, running some laps, some basketball drills, or a lot of body weight because I don't have weights and stuff. Maybe I go push it 3 to 4 times a week, right? At least set the minimum. If I want to do more, if I have time to do it, I'll do more. But that's definitely helped a lot. I think keeping me physically and mentally sane as well. Just keeping the mind active and keeping myself active, because I can only imagine how much I'd weigh right now if I did nothing. Oh, bro, this shirt would be like this, dude. Honestly, like if I'm being real, it'd be like stretching out. It's already stretching out as it is, but it'd be bad. But things have been good. Liverpool, my team, we're champions of England now. First time Premier League champs. Yeah, no. Dang, did I ever tell you I wanted to start a soccer podcast? But I just never went through with it. Oh, I
thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna start it with Gabriel.
Oh, we kind of did, but it just I don't know. It just it was weird. Not weird. It just I didn't go through with it. Because imagine if with couch potatoes at that time I wasn't as consistent.
Yeah.
But yeah, so with another side thing, it just
pile on and
but I think now for sure, I think now that I have have an agenda, I have a notebook, I'm more organized, setting dates on and stuff. I think I'm now more open to do more projects. So I definitely still want to do this audio podcast. I even have a name for it. I even spoke to
Hey, don't say it, somebody's gonna steal it.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna say the name, but in the beginning, the first guinea pig test I did was with Vargas.
Yeah.
Jesus. We did one. It didn't really work out. That was on my part. I messed up. I didn't really follow through. And then with Gabriel, we did a couple episodes with Gabby. Yeah, but again, I didn't follow through.
Did you ever edit them and like send them out?
Yeah, no, we posted some. Yeah, the original name was and I'll say the name because I'm not gonna use it anymore. It was called Reserves on the Bench. So it was like, I guess a joke, and the running joke because he did it the first episode, and I was like, we could use that. He'd be like, "Put me in, coach," and I'd be the soundbite I'd use to end the episode.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, as always, put me in, coach, and then pop out. So we had something going, but we even had like a logo. I posted on my Instagram, but I just never followed through. And then I wanted to do it again, but I wanted to take it with a different approach. But then the whole the coronavirus quarantine situation occurred, so it just kind of derailed everything. But I even spoke to Flores about it. We talked about it. She helped me kind of structure as to what I want to do, and even the name as well. Yeah, hopefully coming soon maybe, and maybe other projects as well.
And I feel like she would also be a good person to have on that podcast.
Oh, for sure.
She knows a lot about soccer,
Yeah, so it'd be cool, man. And like again, right? Like I don't want to say too much. I'm trying to, I'm trying to have nobody steal the idea or nothing. But there's a lot I want to do, and I think everything. See, now I'm gonna tie it into basketball, bro. In terms of like, that's why I think I'm not saying I'm the biggest basketball fan, but I am a huge Kobe fan. But because I always notice his love for storytelling, like, and I share that, right. Even if I'm not the best storyteller, I love hearing stories. I like to write stories, and if I can have somebody help me improve my skills, then I'll do it. So yeah, just being able to tell stories, whether it's through sports, through friendships, through relationships, through family, whatever it is, or whatever medium you can use. Yeah, dude, I'm doing good. To answer your question, I'm doing it. No, but yeah, my team won. We're on to break records.
I was wondering, I was like, how did we get to basketball, bro? It's because you started with your jersey, bro.
Yeah, the jersey, bro. What's it called? Yeah, no, it's cool, man, and great week. We still have a couple games left to play, so we're trying to reach that 100-point mark in the league. I think it's possible. But yeah, because there's a lot going on. So for me personally, sports, it's cool to have sports back.
Yeah, basketball's gonna start towards the end of July, right?
July 30th, I think it's the first official game, and Lakers Clippers. That's gonna be a good one. It could be one of the most amazing comeback games ever, or it could be the game where we see players just stay so gassed. Imagine like just
nobody trained during that.
Everybody's like, I'm not training. Forget this. No, I mean you see like on social media, you see their training, but I think we discussed this after like we, experiencing like you could train and work out and cardio, but when you exert force with your whole body, it's such a different like.
Yeah, it's different.
Like we train now, you can train right, but unless you play with other people, we'll talk about basketball.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
Even soccer, yeah, you'll feel it. Like first 5 minutes, you'll be like, "Oh, I'm using muscles. I didn't even think I had to work out."
Cause you gotta use force to push people out the way, bro.
Yeah.
Those air battles when you're trying to dunk on somebody. Yeah, you gotta use body and still like be able to throw it down.
Yeah, and shoot, even dribbling right and stopping yourself mid run. That, or even if you're doing just a bunch of pivot, stepping all over the place. That, guys, but man, we're here. We're going forward, and I don't think things are gonna get back to what we originally considered normal. I don't even think they're gonna get back to the new normal anytime soon.
Yeah, nah, bro.
But I think we're starting to see, a new era of maybe the future that we're gonna be experiencing. Like, I think for sports and stuff, we're seeing. I think they're doing something called the sports or the bubble dome.
Yeah.
Where only those teams and only those players and whoever's staff. It's almost like no one can get in, no one can really get out. It's like you're just really in that bubble dome. And they're doing consistent checking, and I don't think that's going to continue on to sports forever. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we begin seeing if there's another pandemic scare, if I may say.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, bro. Because I'm pretty sure like the athletes themselves are gonna be like, I'm not trying to high five people no more.
Yeah, dude. I mean
that was a big thing, you'd walk around, oh hey, what's up?
Yeah.
People like tap you on the back, you just walk through. So I mean, it's big.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously, and the thing is, like, if we win a championship, like, okay, I'm pretty sure, like, that might, like, don't touch me. It's probably gonna go away for a good couple hours, just celebrating and whatnot. Like, I know, like, the Liverpool team, like, the players, like, they were all in the same hotel together, and they're all just, like, partying it up. But I think with athletes, it's a little different because they have constant access, right, to getting tested.
Yeah.
To making sure. So I think for them, I guess you could say it's a little safer, a little less worrisome. But for, like, you and me, right, like, we'd be playing the game, finally, we're like, saw that you hung out with a couple people last week. I don't know, man. It's Air 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, man. Bro. Enough of me, bro. What's up with you, man? How you been?
I'm good, bro. I'm chilling. Working, bro. Like after I told you this, bro, and Diana this, bro. This past what was it? Is this week? This past week, really. Yeah. Wednesday, my brother ended up getting a email. He was with us after work, right? So he came and he's like, he got an email or a call. He's like, oh, they just told me that I came in contact or potentially came in contact with someone who came out positive for COVID. And I was like, damn. Meanwhile, we, we were all like, oh shit, like, hey, what are you doing here, dude? Get out.
Yeah, wait, get out of here, man.
Get out of here, dude. Nah, but we had been together for a cool hour and stuff. So we're just like, damn, bro. Like, it's just at the moment you're just shocked, like we were really taking care of ourselves. We didn't go out. I mostly went to go to the stores to like do the shopping, and then came back. I just went to go work, and then my brother got that car. And we're like, damn, bro, so much for all that, huh?
You sizing them up the whole time in the house.
Damn, dude. So I had to do what I had to call. And honestly, bro, part of me contemplated going to work just because I was like, I'm only working at the house right now. I was like, I need my hours, but then I was like, but at the end of the day, I work with kids and families, so I was like, I can't risk that. But I did. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I did. Think about it. I was like,
but that money's
I was
good.
like, I need to get money, bro. I was
like little angel demon just standing.
In my head, I was like, I don't have it. It was just an hour, bro. I don't have it. But yeah, so I ended up calling my supervisor and everything, and they just told me the precautions, and they told me that you could go back to work, because it said my case was a very low risk of having the virus, and but they were like, but we recommend that you don't. She was like, so whatever you feel comfortable doing, like that's the choice you could take. And I was like, man, I'm taking those 3 days off then, because this happened Wednesday, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And yeah, dude, so we did that, called, I got those 3 days off. I took the swab test, the oral test was Friday, and I got my results today. Came out negative. My brother too, he just told me, he texted me a few hours ago, he's like, I got negative too. So we clean out here, bro. But for everyone out there, bro, I need to take this more serious.
Yeah.
Because this is you don't think it's gonna happen. Even if you take precautions, you could still blindside you. Boom.
Yeah.
You might have it, or maybe you came in contact with somebody who has it.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, what was the procedure like? The test they had to take.
Okay, so go on the website. There's different locations that you can get. They ask you questions like, are you a healthcare worker? Did you come in contact who for sure has it? What else? What was the first question I said? They ain't not even listening, bro. Not even listening. I think I said healthcare. I think that's it.
Oh yeah, healthcare. Healthcare.
Yeah, healthcare. If you came in contact with somebody who for sure has it, have you done it before? And they just ask a bunch of other questions like gender, ethnicity, race. So you do that, make your appointment, and then it's the drive-through appointment. So drive up, you make a line if there's a line, and then they just tell you pretty much what to do. So keep your windows up. Once they give you the test and everything, because they send you a confirmation email with an ID number. Mm-hmm. You give it to them, crack the window open a little bit, show it to them. They read it off to someone behind them. They write the ID on a baggie with all the supplies and stuff. They give it to you, and then you kind of keep following a line and park type shit while you do it. And so it's just a little swab and a tube with like liquid. Take the swab out, and then you gotta grab saliva for like 20-30 seconds from your mouth, just swabbing, and then put it inside the tube. Shake it like a good 2, 3, 5 times, whatever. Oh no, my bad. They make you cough first, bro.
Oh, cough?
Yeah, before you do the swab thing, to make like the germs virus come into your mouth.
Yeah.
They make you cough hard like 3-5 times.
Punch you in the chest. All right, cough.
Bro. So the guy, when he was gonna explain it to me, he came up to my car and I put the window down a little bit, right? He's like, okay, so first thing you gotta do is you gotta cough. And so as soon as he said that, I was gonna start coughing, and I flew back the way. He's like, not yet. He's like, you gotta cough first. I was like, yo, my bad. I was just gonna start coughing. And yeah, so I just put the window up, I coughed, and then I did the whole swab, put in the liquid, put it in the baggie again, close it, and then there's like a mailbox looking type thing. You just throw it in there, and that's it. Yeah, it took me like 40 minutes.
Wow. I thought so. They don't make you do that nose one that I've seen
Now
people.
they got a new test,
Oh,
which
okay.
is
I
just
see.
that one, coughing up and then just getting a bunch of your saliva and then throwing it in there.
Oh, okay. I see. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, because I mean, in the beginning, I know I saw people like they would do the mouth and then they get another one and go whoop, and they stick. I think it's like a cotton swab, but like
Yeah, it's
I
like
was
a
like,
big, yeah, kind of
yeah,
stuff. Just goes whoop. Yeah.
yeah.
No, yeah, that, I guess they changed it. They only have that one on. I was like, I came out negative, so I was like, thank God.
We gave them the wrong test.
No, but honestly, bro, those few days that we didn't, that we got that news, bro.
Mhm.
I know me and mom talked about it. We're like, damn, bro. Like it gets to you mentally.
Oh,
Like
I bet, yeah.
even if you like say like, no, we took care of ourselves. We're like, most likely he doesn't have it. Most likely we don't have it. It's still like, damn, bro. Like you start feeling hot. Maybe even you develop a little cough or like a sore throat.
Where this
just
come from?
because you put it in your head, bro. You're like, damn, do I have it? Do I have it?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, now me and my own we're saying like, yeah, dude, like almost every day we would wake up, we'd be like, am I hot today? Like, am I good? Do I have any symptoms? It's just it's mental, bro.
You can give your mom a hug. She's like,
Stay away, dude.
start fighting each other.
Run into my room, run to get my plate of food, and then run back. Nah, but yeah,
Slide it
nah.
through the other door. Oh man, yeah,
but
that's crazy.
yeah, nah, it was an intense few days, bro.
I bet. And I mean, imagine that's somebody who coming from you, somebody who's taking precaution, right?
Yeah,
So I can only imagine. Well, no, then again, right? If somebody's not taking precaution because that's who they are, I mean, I doubt they're gonna be scared. Like, even if they take the hit, like, whatever. But for
yeah,
somebody who does take precaution, you're like, I've grinded this one to minimize the possibility of being, I guess, infected, right?
yeah.
I can only imagine. You're like, damn, dude, I really just stayed indoors for 2, 3
Yeah, all
months.
these months, bro, not seeing my friend, not going out.
Yeah, just to be
And
told,
this is how I'm gonna go out.
yeah, yeah, I'm going with a bang. What? Yeah, and I think it does raise the question, man, and we kind of discussed this beforehand, like the importance of just following the rules. And I mean, I'm not gonna say names, right? But we had a recent experience where we were invited to go do something, and I don't know for you, I'll speak for myself. Part of me, kind of considered it, maybe it's safe, right? Maybe I could do this, and that, but then you brought in your points to say that's true, right? Like we the person who invites us, right? They could have taken the test, came out negative, but what about for the other, say 8 or 9 individuals there? We don't know where they've been,
Yeah,
right? You can only trust somebody's word for so far, so long. So it's and again, this is not to be paranoid, right? It's not to be like your friends be like, they're lying to
you
me.
all have it. Get away.
You'll have it. Like, no, you have to spray them with hand sanitizer. But it's more like if you can avoid certain situations that may or may not uh, expose you to a high risk of infecting yourself, if you can avoid it, then, avoid it. There's always gonna. People are like, oh, but like I haven't seen my friend. That's cool. If you haven't seen it for 3 months, you can do a couple more weeks. And I know it's tough, right? It's difficult, but that's why, like, I tell myself to take advantage of this time to do stuff at home, whether it's creating, whether it's working out, whether it's I don't know, doing something. Um, because at the end of the day, when there's, because we talk right, we hope that there's a vaccine that comes real soon. Because I know
Yeah,
for me personally, until there's a vaccine, until then, will I feel like okay, these are kind
yeah,
of
a little
chill.
more safe. Yeah,
Yeah, no, but but just to finish the other story, yeah, we didn't end up going to the to the event as to it in
yeah,
which we were
and good
invited to.
thing too, because hey
Yeah,
man,
who knows, man? Who knows, man? And like I said, you only know so much about somebody. Like if I know for us, we're honest with each other, right? I'm not gonna be like if I went out to a party, I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, we can hang out. I didn't go nowhere because not only is that selfish, that's so dangerous. Because whether or not you were infected, whether or not you had contact with people, you still expose yourself and are willingly choosing to expose yourself even more to another. Like it's like common sense. And that common sense brings me to the next topic that we discussed, right, a little before about the
yeah,
why are people wearing the mask. What's the problem with wearing the mask? I don't understand, man. It's how do I put it? I don't want to sound mean.
Nah, bro, you got.
The thing is, if you really feel like wearing a mask is is a is an attack over your rights as not even an American citizen, but as a human being, honey, honey buns, uh, whoever you are, you need to get checked. And you know, it's not to knock anybody who's going through stuff, but it's like, come on, like, it's a mask. They're not asking you to wear a chainmail suit. They're not asking you to wear some armor. They're not even asking you to wear a biohazard suit. Like, it's a mask that you can get customized. You can style it up. It's again, mask. This, not Batman, not Spider-Man. Uh, like this wants you to be a cool ninja, half of a ninja. Just this, and then the rest is free. Like I mean, why do you think people are just refusing to conform and not even conform, just to help?
I was reading, bro, a statement that like a psychologist made, and it said how just this kind of like in human nature is just our psyche that kind of just makes us want to rebel against people telling us what to do. And I mean, I see, you could see why she says that, I mean, most of us, like, even like, because I experienced it with like with my, living with my parents, like, say I'm like washing the dishes, or I'm cleaning my room, and then they come in, they're like, hey, clean your room. I'm like, I don't want to do it no more. Like, and so then, I mean, but that's cleaning a room, compared to like wearing a mask. So I mean, I could see, I guess, why people would be like, oh, I don't want to wear a mask. You're making me wear my mask. But at the end of the day, like you said, it's not just for yourself. It's for people, bro. It's for everybody. It's it's to avoid getting a virus that could potentially kill you or kill others that you come in contact with. So that's how people gotta view it. Not somebody telling you like, hey, do this. Like, come on, bro, just do it. Like, it's it's not that hard, like you said, bro.
Yeah, it's funny to bring that up because I feel like, yeah, I could be wrong, but in terms of like analyzing the psyche of a human being, and I think even with the little things, right? If I have a daily routine and something just bumps that, maybe you'll be excited, maybe you'll get upset, or anything taken away from the status quo, you'll be like, oh, this is weird. So okay, so I could see, right? Maybe your whole life you've been going on about your day, going to the movies, hanging out without a mask on. Okay. Um, so here's the thing: if people were saying wear a mask and there was no good reason for it, I could see why someone would want to rebel. It's
Yeah.
like there's no purpose. Why am I doing that? But there's, like you said, if not for you, for somebody else, have some compassion. And then there's even some people are saying that, oh, like you could get sick from wearing it for. Okay, first off, unless, okay, here's the thing. Now my brain is going. The gears are going. Um,
What were you gonna say?
so okay, I guess I'll start from the beginning of my thought process. So part of the reason also why I also didn't want to attend that event that was we were invited to is because I see you see on social media a lot of people are out there, if you want to say, putting the uh, I guess they're putting themselves at risk for a good cause, right? When we look at these protests that have been
Yeah.
happening, these Black Lives Matter, these peaceful protests that have been occurring, like part of me wishes I could go, right? But due to my family, right, we have members in the house that are of grander age, right? We're senior, right? We're reaching that number. I kind of had to put myself on the bench on this one. As much as I wanted to, I thought, you know what? It'd be great to be out there, be a part of history, be part of the movement
Yeah,
physically.
and even then during the protest, you could still see a lot of people, bro. The majority had their mask on, bro. Whether it was a
Yeah,
bandana, a mask, like they were still taking those precautions that that we're taking during the pandemic.
yeah, and that's the thing. So when I see that, and that came to my mind, I felt so unfair. And again, speaking for myself, felt so unfair that I get to choose to go do this, right? To go have fun, if you want to say, and not think about the virus or whatever, right? Not feel like, oh, worried. Meanwhile, there are people who are taking that risk, but for a good cause, to create change, to be a part of the change. So I'm like, I don't know if I make sense, but it's kind of like, like I'm weighing things out, and that's what I say. I always tell myself, unless you have to be out there. Like here's the thing: people are like, oh, I don't want to wear my mask all day. Then stay home. Unless you have to go work, unless you have to go do something, unless you are part of this, like obviously wear a mask. But if you're complaining, oh no, I want to go out, but I don't want, then stay home. I guess to bring it full circle, it's like, so that was my thought process, right? So okay, if I'm not gonna go protest and use this opportunity to put myself out there, then why would I do that for a couple hours, right, of having fun, when really there's a greater purpose? I could be putting myself out to do something better. So there's that. Um, but then again, right, if you don't have to be out there and you don't want to wear a mask all day, then don't stay home. Why? What's the problem? No one's telling you to freaking wear a sign. No one's telling you to wear a bag that weighs 50, 60 pounds. It's a lightweight mask you put on your face, and that's it. Um, and to finish this off, my thought process, because I'm start rambling, ranting. Uh, this, think of others. If you have, I mean, if you can't, if you don't have empathy or sympathy or compassion, I can't do anything for you. I mean, you are who you are. It is what it is. But yeah, and here's the thing, right? Like people are attacking me because I don't have a mask on. They just wear the mask. Maybe I'm looking at it from a too much of a simplistic view. Again, I could be wrong. My brain, maybe it's not that, doesn't hold that much intelligence in or whatever. But if you want to avoid problems, just wear the mask.
And the thing is too, like some people complain about wearing a mask just to go to the store, which takes less than an hour sometimes. It's not even that long. Like you can't
Yeah,
can't just whoop, go in, get your stuff, get out, take it off. That's it.
that's it. Yeah, and if you do want to be out and you want to show off your mask, like I said, there's a lot. Pharrell's brand, BBC ice cream, they have a couple cool astronaut masks on there, spaceman masks. Like there's options, right? If you want, you could customize it, make it out of a shirt, whatever it is. The thing is just take the precautions. Be safe. Again, if not for you, for those around you, for those who live with you, for friends you, I guess, you plan on hanging out with. I don't know, but it's. I mean, we even talked about it a little bit with when Mr. Cortez was on. How like we kind of seeing people go out like there was never a pandemic. It's like I don't know about all
Yeah,
that now, buddy.
and like I was telling you, like for Father's Day, we took a little, just to drive, just to get out the house. We didn't even get out the car, just drive. Uh, went to I think Venice, bro, and there was just like I don't know what it's called. Point is, there was a bunch of little restaurants inside, bro.
Oh, okay.
Everyone that was outside walking, bro, no mask, bro. Like you said, like if there was nothing going on in the world, bro. Just walking, just everyone bunched up, eating, drinking. We're like, damn, bro. We're like, let's get out of here. Make that U-turn and let's get out.
It's it's one of the. I think for me, right? Again, I'm gonna repeat it many times. I don't want people come and be like, "Well, he said this. He declared that it's truth." I'm not saying just my opinion, but I think I could be wrong. I'm putting it out there. Maybe I'm right. I don't know. But I think it's just moments like this, and hopefully they do make fun of us. Generations down, kids, grandkids, great grandkids, they're gonna look. Hopefully, things are better. They're gonna look at the history books and be like, "Wow, my granddaddy's friends and all of them were goofy. All these people were toy. All of them. Just look at these goofy people. All these toy people, man." Because it's like again, it's something so simple. Just a couple rules to keep yourself safe, to keep your family safe, and then there's a point. Oh, I don't want to lose it. Oh, there we go. And it's showing the true colors and the true ridiculousness of human big. Have you watched Parks and Rec before? You have, right?
Yeah, have it.
Okay, so those funny town hall meetings where people like this guy's like, I didn't have the swine flu, I had the turtle flu, like just crazy. Or like there's a lady. I took some of the no, there's a sign that said not to drink the water from the park, so I put some of it in my tea, and now I have an infection or something. And it's like, what? And you think, oh, that's just so far fetched. That's so ridiculous. But we are living in those times now, buddy. I don't know if you saw. I think it was in Florida. They had a town hall meeting, whatever, with the city council, or whatever. And some of the things these people say, bro. Like I'm saying, I'm a person of faith, right? I go to church and
Yeah.
this and that. You know, we're taught, right? You know, there's some rules you gotta follow. You gotta follow, and that comes with the compassion, the sympathy, the empathy that you feel
Yeah.
with people. You know, if I have to wear a mask, even if I find it annoying, if I sweat, I'm gonna wear it. If I don't have to and be home, then I'm be home. But some people saying these ridiculous. And it's like you would think it's a comedy sketch, an episode of the Parks and Rec. But what's scary is that these are real individuals.
Real people, yeah.
These are real people we're living with. And you know, there's that joke, right? Oh, it's Florida, of course. The
Yeah.
thing is, this is it's not just Florida. They just happen to be on TV, on camera, right? But it's happening. Like it's all over the U.S. Like I feel like the whole world is really just laughing at us right now. Like they're just like, this is supposed to be the most powerful country in the world. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what he says. Yeah, or they do that. What's that gif? And I was like, I don't know about all that. Yeah, that's. But man, it's I don't know, bro. I mean, I know we'll get through it. We'll get through it. But just know that for those of you acting ridiculous out there, criticizing people who are saying put your mask on or giving managers or employees a hard time because you don't want to wear your mask on for a couple minutes, you shall be remembered as the ridiculous group in our history. You, mm, yeah. I don't want to say more. I don't want to be mean, bro. But it's just know that you are going to be part of that group that's lumped up in history books as the ridiculous bunch. That's I'm going to push for that. The ridiculous bunch. Not saying you're dumb, not saying you're idiotic, I'm not saying that. I'm saying you're ridiculous. You could be intelligent, I don't care, Harvard, whatever it is. I don't care what you did. You could have created a machine, I don't care. But if you're part of that ridiculous bunch because you choose not to do something that may or may not help others, you're gonna be lumped in that ridiculous bunch. So ridiculous bunch, shout out to you for being ridiculous and making it seem like we're living in a comedy TV show. Yeah, dude. I mean, anything else you wanted to add on, dude, to that rant I just had?
You good. You good.
We here at Couch Potato support mask wearing because yeah, no, it's at least for me, right? Because personally, I've had family members who have been affected by that very same virus. So it's like you don't want to see people. If I want to put it blunt, right, I don't want to see people pass away from something that could have been avoided. That
Yeah.
makes sense. So yeah. So any words you have you would like to give out to the ridiculous bunch, bro?
Oh man, if you you said everything, bro. Just if you do go out, with friends or something, just wear a mask. That's it, bro. If you really feel the need to go out, then wear a mask. That's the most we could say, bro. Because people are gonna do what they want to do. At least wear a mask. That's it.
Yeah.
Just wear a mask.
Yeah, again, that's true. Like, we're not saying not to go out. I'm just saying if you don't have to, don't. But if you just really have to go out, if you have to see the moonlight sky and you don't like seeing it from your backyard, you have to see it from downtown LA for some reason, wear a mask. And if you are a friend of ours and you're watching this, don't be offended. Um, but just know that if you just not following any type of recommendations or tips, you're ridiculous. You're part of that ridiculous bunch. And I'll still be your friend, ridiculous. But if you want to be part of the RBs, you're gonna be part of the RBs. That's it. That's what we're gonna call them, the RBs. Don't be an RB. Don't be a ridiculous bunch member. Don't be an RB. But again, but let's move on to some lighter news, bro. Some more fun news. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer. So as it's been announced, one of my favorite, if not my favorite rapper of all time, Kanye Yeezus, Ye, the Louis Vuitton Don, is now known as the Gap Don because it has been announced that he has signed a 10-year deal with and the Gap or Gap as some people call it. I don't know. Some people say the Gap, some people say Gap.
Yeah.
But
Heard it both ways.
But yeah, how much do you know about that deal that went down, bro?
I don't know, bro. I mean, I wrote notes here and there about an article I was reading on New York Times, bro.
Go for it, man. Spit some knowledge.
All I know is that he used to work at Gap, right, when he was in his teens. as he was coming up, he did declare interest, you know, and wanted to work with the Gap. And I think he even said, and I think if I quote it right, he wanted to be the Steve Jobs of Gap. Is that what he said?
I
Something
think
like
so. I
that.
don't. I didn't read. I didn't get a chance to
Yeah,
read
he
too
said
much of it.
something
Yeah.
along those lines. So pretty much he wants to make it big with Gap, you know, which is dope and a smart move, bro. Because I mean, he's gonna go into the Gap, you know, already with a lot of experience of making his own clothes with his own big name already, and then you know, making it at an affordable price.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was reading what the Gap is usually what $50 and under, like the clothes that they have, and then
Yep.
compare that to like every other merch that he sold, that's like hundreds of dollars. You know,
Yeah.
it's a few dollars.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure people are gonna go crazy, bro. Go buying his stuff. Let's see what else I have. Hold up before we get more into it, bro. Uh, okay, they said that after the during the 10-year contract, he has after the 5 years, after the first 5 years, he has a option to renew that contract.
Oh,
Um,
so to renew the 10-year contract.
yeah,
Oh wow. Halfway
halfway
through.
through the yeah, and I know that they expect to make after those 5 years to try and start making at least $1 billion like of annual sales.
I think how many? I think
Bro, it'd be possible, bro.
yeah,
And
I think
that
it's
and
possible.
the thing
Yeah.
is too, I was seeing that they were saying that Gap itself brought in 4.6 billion of global revenue just last year. So to ask a billion from Kanye, bro, I think maybe he even passes that, bro. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think his brand itself is again. I could, I'm gonna say this every time. I could be wrong. I'm just basing it off how much I know. I
Yeah,
think his brand itself is $1 billion brand. Like it's
yeah,
like the Yeezy, just Kanye, his name. Like you
yeah,
put that on
yeah,
a shirt, I guarantee you sell a bunch of shirts. Like just if you're just selling whatever.
yeah,
It's yeah. It's I mean, what a move by Gap. I mean, here's the thing though. I mean, I hope we don't have a thing of like where history repeats itself because we kind of saw that with Nike, right?
yeah,
Kanye moving in with a big thing. Um, and it's funny because somebody said like, oh, I think Kevin Hart, the first like entertainer to sign a big deal a big shoe deal with Nike or something. Oh, maybe I don't know who said that, but in my head I was like, well, technically it was Ye. He was the first one. It's just that his shoe just wasn't as how would you say as wasn't produced as much
yeah,
because there's that whole thing. I mean, because you could go into the history of Nike and Kanye, where yeah, that was a tumultuous relationship because the goal he's always said the goal is to release affordable merch, release affordable clothing, kicks, whatever it is, so that kid like you said, that kid in the shy right can afford, can be inspired by wearing a pair of Yeezys, by wearing a shirt, a hoodie, whatever it is. Um, but yeah, so that happened, and in the end, you had a couple of shoes that are now worth thousands of dollars
yeah,
that are hard to get, and he left in the end. And then we had another opportunity with Adidas, which I would say he was a little more successful in terms of how much control he had. But I know even to this day, there was still a lot of conflict because I guess the control they promised him wasn't really the amount that he had.
yeah,
But we've had merch and whatnot. But even then, right, he's released merch on his own, like Yeezy Season 1, Yeezy Season 2, the fashion shows and everything. So yeah, I think this is dope, man. I think it's almost like his story is going full circle, like working retail at Gap to now being a definitely strong pillar and pivotal member of the Gap brand for sure. Yeah, because I mean, last time I checked, nobody was really talking about Gap.
yeah. And honestly, hey, I didn't know that Gap also owned Old Navy and Banana Republic, bro.
Oh shoot, oh, you know what?
They do.
Yeah, they do.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that
know
was
that.
it's hitting me.
I thought they were
Yeah,
just like different,
yeah,
companies, but they're under Gap, and I'm like, damn,
yeah.
bro.
And that's the thing, like with Gap, like with the birth of like places like H&M and should even like if you want to say Zara, which is almost like an H&M with the price point set a little higher.
Yeah,
Uh, they had their work cut out for them. But I mean, now, I mean, who last time I mean, yeah, I know H&M has done collaborations. You know, The Weeknd, a bunch of other celebrities I forgot. I don't remember. But last time I checked, the Gap is really the only place that the only ones who have Kanye right now. And the thing is, you know, and Kanye, you know, he has his wave of controversy and whatnot.
Yeah.
But the thing about him, dude, it's just his. If you want to look at him as a brand and not a person, his brand, it's just a worldwide. It's just it's like you're not, if you can afford it, you're almost not, you're not gonna buy. Wait, you're not gonna buy a Yay piece of merch.
Yeah.
Like when we went to the
Life of Pablo, no?
Life of Pablo. Oh dang, I was gonna say St. Pablo, Life of Pablo show. I was so tempted, bro, to buy the dang $40 long
$45.
sleeve, $45. I was like, ooh, but I didn't have the money then because I put it on that ticket. But if I had the money, bro, I would buy two of them for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, they're cool too, but just the fact that it was like a Yay piece of merch, it's like I know there was one thing where he sold plain white T-shirts for $100 a piece,
Yeah, I think
sold out in minutes, if not hours. So I mean, definitely a great move by Gap or the Gap. Will I be shopping them more often? Maybe. I can barely afford Gap as it is now. But you know, maybe if it's a Yay piece, I might go for it. Maybe it's a cool hoodie, maybe some shoes, because you know,
yeah,
like
yeah. I want to see how his clothing line comes out, bro. How
yeah,
it looks. Because I mean, he has some crazy designs, you know.
yeah.
To see him collab with Gap, I want to see what. Because Gap doesn't really have like a set style, does it?
No, it's if I were to, it's very simplistic. It's very monochromatic, like very clean.
Yeah,
It's like when you think of like Forever 21 or H&M, you think of like a pizza eater on a T-shirt,
yeah,
or like I don't speak French, like I don't know, bonjour, like I just like weird. It's just like
yeah,
what? You know, at least from what I've seen in Gap, it's very just like if it wants to say it's a T-shirt, it'll probably say T-shirt, or if it's just it's very plain, very clean.
yeah.
I mean, from the last time I bought Gap, because I used to go to Gap to buy jean shorts when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I remember that. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever shopped at Gap, so
Yeah. So
I don't know.
shoot, maybe
So I
now
mean,
we'll.
I think it'd be for to see what Kanye comes up with, bro. That's
Yeah,
pretty dope.
and I think, and it's, you know, and I think for some people, I guess maybe are business savvy or whatnot, maybe, or maybe diehard Ye fans are kind of worried that, oh, if he does, because one of his goals was to get his products to the factories, because with
Yeah,
factories you can make
mass
boom,
produced.
yeah, and when something's mass produced, the price point can be kind of lower, because when something's so rare and so exclusive, you can rack the price point up
Yeah,
like, oh, my tenfold, man. You can a pair of shoes, freaking Red October is like, what did Mr. Los Marinas say? Like 15,000 or something like that or
yeah, they came
whatever.
up a lot, bro. Yeah,
So imagine that, but when you have something like where you can mass produce them and give them up at an affordable price, people are, oh, like the quality, I guess not necessarily of what it's made of, but the quality of the brand is going to go down. But the thing is, Ye can still make his Yeezy stuff. He can still make that T-shirt for $100. It won't be Gap affiliated, but he can still make his stuff on the side. What he's doing now is he's opening a door in which he can give that kid the, you know, it may sound like kind of expensive, but that $50 pair of shoes, right? The $60 pair of shoes that he can rock and say, yeah, these are Yeezys, these are Kanye shoes. And all I know is that if I get my kid a pair of Ye's from Gap and somebody start climbing, I'll be like, dude, at the end of the day, Kanye West produced these shoes.
he designed these shoes,
He
bro.
designed these shoes. Who cares? Like I remember I used to shop like at Fias, bro. I used to be embarrassed. Like I remember I got this UCLA shirt. Remember at Gage, they used to be like a college
College,
shirt
yeah,
Friday.
college, yeah,
So I wore like a UCLA one with a football player, and some guy was like, "Hey, you got that Fias, huh?" He laughed at me. Dude, I felt so small. And then I was like, damn. He roasted me, but he didn't even like he didn't even say that shit's ugly. He just said it has some fire on it. I was like,
yeah. How did you
damn.
know?
I was like, wow. But then obviously, like, you know, growing up and growing my self-esteem, I was like, to this day, like, I don't care. As long as it looks good, it looks clean.
Yeah, as
I
long
don't
as it,
care where
bro,
it's from.
as long as it doesn't shrink on the first dry, like
Yeah. we're good. We're set, man. But
Yeah, honestly, what Kanye did, like what he's gonna do, reminding him of a Shaq, because I remember seeing like
ooh,
him explaining
you beat me to
his
it. Yeah, yeah.
shoe deal, how he mass produced, the Shaq shoes at a very affordable price, and he would sell them at what, like Ross, just anywhere pretty
Walmart.
much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and dude, he made bank off of it, bro. And it's smart. It's a smart idea, and
Yeah.
I mean that's kind of where Kanye's gonna go with this, I think, bro.
Yeah, and that's the thing because I saw a podcast where Shaq explains, they used to clown like the Shaq shoes or whatever. But
Yeah,
yeah, the purpose was to make an affordable shoe because the Jordans were out, right? Because I can make my Jordan, but I want that kid who grew up with me to be able to afford them.
yeah.
And they're not because I think I used to have a pair of Shaqs, all
Yeah,
black, high top Shaqs.
yeah, that's what I had too, all black,
Yeah.
bro.
And maybe they weren't the most stylish, but the fact that I could afford them going to a Payless, I could be like, oh, these are Shaq shoes, right? And there's the occasional kid who's gonna clown you, who has the Jordans, who has every Nike release, whatever. But you got the Shaqs, right? But at the end, I mean, maybe then it's okay. But now looking at it, if I could get this mindset back, I wouldn't care, bro. I mean,
Yeah,
the shoe's a shoe, and
there's
if
Shaq. He
yeah, and it's
basketball
Shaq.
too, bro. He's up there. He's one of the best.
It's one of the greatest big men to play the game, bro. So it's that kid mentality, right? You don't
Yeah,
think like this is the greatest big man shoe to ever come out. No, you
yeah,
think of like, oh, I'm getting clowned on. They pay
yeah.
less or whatever. Okay. Yeah, no, dude. I think this move it shows that I don't know, man. It's cool to see things go full circle. Like, and if you want to know the song, to those of you listening, listen to Spaceship. I think it's on late registration or college dropout. I could be wrong. Damn, how can I get this wrong, bro? You know what? Let me search it up. I gotta search it up. Be sure. I can't give these people false information, man.
You're a big Kanye fan, eh?
I know. I gotta confirm, man. Oh yeah, college dropout. See, so I wasn't wrong. So college dropout, spaceship. Great, all the beat and the sample so good. Yeah, it's like eating a Popeye chicken sandwich. Which, by the way, we finally ate some. Oh, this is a while back, but we finally got a chance to eat some, even though we were talking about it for a minute.
We never.
No, we never.
About it.
We never talked about it because I think that's when the pandemic had hit and we were kind of figuring out what do we do, or we're gonna record. Because I think that was the last real time we hung out when we were eating in your car and we FaceTimed.
Oh yeah.
I think that was the last time. And then, yeah, they were good. Yeah, because it was Ronnie's. We went to Ronnie's Kicking. Shout out to Ronnie's Kicking chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, dude, that was the last time. But yeah, dude, shout out to Kanye. I wish if you're watching this, make some big boy clothes too, man. Or maybe by that time I'll lose some of this, chubbiness.
Oh yeah, because I think the apparel's supposed to start dropping by like the first half of 2021. Hey, so you got like a good year, bro.
But but even then, bro, shout out to my big brothers and sisters, right? It is what it is. If you want to stay that size, if you feel comfortable, that's cool. So yeah, make some clothes so we can rock it, man. Honestly, bro, if I'm able to afford a bunch of stuff, that's all I'm probably gonna wear on the podcast. Yeah, just Kanye Gap wear. That's it. Maybe this is my new podcast hat that I'm just gonna wear. If it's like a blue shirt with black, I'm still gonna wear this hat. So whatever, it's gonna be Ye stuff with the glasses and then the hat. But yeah, man. But shout out to Ye, dude. It's cool to see that. It's cool to see, just artists that you grew up listening to just make moves like this. Because then you're like, man, maybe I can make my shoe my own brand, my own clothing brand. Because I always joked around, make my own clothing line called Biggie Smalls. Oh no, it's called it's called like Big Boy, something like that. Where it's like, because you see like big, tall, and large, right? For big guys, but tall. What about the small and large guys? The 5'5" guys, the 5'4" guys, shoot, even the 5'6" guys.
Yeah.
We be big, but we can't have that thing drooping down to our knees. You gotta fit on my waist too. But who knows? We'll see what happens. But yeah, any final thoughts, man? Any last final things you want to say?
Nah,
Do you think you'll find yourself maybe buying a couple things at the Gap?
Probably like a shirt, just to have it. It's easy merch, bro.
We're all rocking the same outfit, hoodies, pants. Like, hey,
yeah, probably just like a hoodie or a shirt or something, bro.
Yeah, no. When they say affordable, I really hope it's affordable. Like, not no $100 jeans. I mean, it's not what I'm aiming for. Because the thing is, when you think, because I think of like Uniqlo, like they have some cool stuff, but their price point can be kind of like, I mean, their sales are good. When they have a sale, they have a sale. Like they go off. But when there's no sale, they're like, we're gonna take all your money. Hopefully it's a mix between that and Forever 21. We can afford it, and the Gap. Shout out to the Gap for making the deal, striking it down. And I'm excited, dude. I want to save my money. Then start working, not to provide for my family, but to buy Kanye Gap collaboration merch. Woo! Or maybe buy them a couple clothes too, man. A couple pieces. Yeah, dude. That's pretty much it, right? This is kind of a chill episode.
Yeah.
Chilling. Maybe a preview of things to come. Yeah, soon we'll be back with some more guests. We're trying to bring more guests on the show, trying to bring more stories to share. But yeah, any final comments, any shout outs? No?
No shout outs, no comments.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. As always, again, this is episode 61. We fixed the problem. The problem is fixed. So we're good. So don't get confused if you're watching this. Yeah, shout out to the RBs, to the Ridiculous Bunch. That sounds like a pop group that just didn't make it.
The RBs.
Yeah, but they released a couple tracks that is more of like a cult classic type, of cult group. Yeah, shout out to the RBs, but not in the way that you want to be praised, but rather shout out your ridiculousness, because y'all ridiculous. But you can fix it. It's curable. The ridiculousness is curable. Just gotta, care about people. That's the cure. What else? Yeah, man. Shout out to A and Gap. Shout out to those wearing masks, taking precautions. Shout out to Scary Pool Party as always. Shout out to Angie Rose. Shout out to Zendaya. I think once we have Zendaya on the show, man, I think we could say we're successful. And honestly, I'm gonna stop doing the podcast, bro. It's it, man. Why do we have Zendaya? Just a beautiful person, just inside and out. That's it, bro. I don't need it. That's it. That's my championship. That's the win. Just having such a grand figure like that on the show, bro. Who knows when it'll happen? Maybe maybe that's why it won't never happen, because I need to keep grinding and going. And I mean, never know.
You gotta keep saying it, bro. You gotta manifest it,
Yeah, manifest it. Yeah, that's right. Oh shoot, almost dropped the whole thing. Wait, before we go, is there a guest that you would like, if you could pick anyone, like they'll for sure do it? Who would you want on the show? I don't think I've ever asked you guys that. I don't think we talked about that.
I think that's a good topic. We could talk about it another day, bro.
All right, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because that's crazy. That'd be cool.
And we could even we can even describe the ways we'd try to get him on the show. That'd be cool. That'd be funny.
What would we ask too? Like what?
Yeah, what would we ask?
2 or 3 questions that you would really want to know.
Ooh, that's a good one. Zendaya, will you marry me? Will you marry me? Will you marry me? There, there's my question. No, but yeah, man. So, but thanks again, Bruce, for joining me. Another great one. I already did my shout outs. What else? Anything else? Any house cleaning?
Stay fat.
Yeah, stay fat with a PH. God bless. Stay safe, everybody. And, just care about each other, man. The fight goes on. Keep pushing forward, regardless of what's happening. We got to keep going. Keep your heads up. We're here with you. If you need us, slide in our DMs. Hit us with an email. If you want some advice that may or may not be helpful, I don't know. Whatever you want, hit us up. We're here to talk. But yeah, guys, love y'all. Stay tuned, subscribe, turn on notifications so that every time we post, you'll be the first one to watch. And again, I'm consistent now. So there's a new episode every week. Hopefully soon, there's more content. But love y'all and appreciate you guys. Peace out, everybody.